things we see are simple, but there are layers behind it. And I just want to talk about it and make some sense and just be there and just to know how things are there. And to begin with, something which all have seen is what do you call it? The apps we use, say that instant delivery apps called Instamart, Zepto, Blinkit. Correct? It delivers you the groceries, and now it is in the more basically a digital store which is nearby in under 10 minutes and sometime within 5 minutes. So there is one aspect of breaking that supply chain and reaching to the customer, which we the user, and to provide that whatever the purchase order is there, which is delivered within 10 minutes. So it has a tech part, it has inventory will be there. We have to understand the supply chain, we have to understand how that user is uh, gonna buy. Correct? So we have to show what is the user preferences. Correct? So if you have observed, because I believe when you see if any festivals are coming up, so lately we have 14th January where Uttarayan, Pongal, Makar Sankranti was going on. So if you all open that app, the app was customized, and as you open the app, you could have seen the items related to Makar Sankranti. It can be from kites, sweets, chikki, poha, then you have flowers, puja essentials. Those comes pushed to the main screen. Correct? And so that it engages the audience. Correct? So the first step what you in the app you see is to engage it. Remember that part. This engagement part I'm gonna talk about later when gonna talk my political opinion about it and give an insight. So what we have learned when you open any app, where what is that? You have a engagement. When you open, you find which is relevant to you. Correct? So the relevancy is there, and that creates the engagement on the first. So when anyone who studies UI UX, they'll be knowing this is the user persona. What is the first page is the landing page, so it should be smooth. If the person is the existing user, so I have to customize the app display such a way that the person finds whatever he or she is looking to find immediately. If it's a new user, then it's a different set. So first page is all about engagement. Second is like relevance. We have to show contents. We have to be aware to show the contents which is required. So what is required and what is essential, that is determined by the phone you are using, the history of previous order, and it has a basic uh, knowledge which can be available would be your Gmail ID. You will probably log in with Gmail or Apple Cloud, so that will be there, followed by your name, your age, your demography, where you live, location. So based in Bangalore, okay, if in Bangalore, based on your location, app can judge what you're going to order. So if you are living in a place which is a high rise typical society, correct? In Bangalore, there are many high rise typical society and there are individual houses, correct? Now, by virtue of spending time or the understanding of the Bangalore crowd, if we can segment people who are living in high rise society, people who are living in societies which is smaller, maybe 10 to 16 flats, 25 to 50 flats, then more than 50 flats, correct? Those we are categorizing. I'm gonna relate that to the bigger picture and just be with me, which is related to what your thought processes are there. Correct. So this segmentation, what is happening is, to the Bangalore crowd of say 1.3 crores or 1.4 crores is segmented on the basis of where they live, correct? All by how you log in from your Gmail account or your Apple Cloud, Apple ID, correct? So it has your name, your gender, date of birth, and when you are about to log in, it's going to access for your location. What they access from files, and sometimes they access contacts. So that part, even I am not sure. I'm learning. I'm not from that domain. I understand how things work. I understand how to level down, how to break down that complex structure into simple one. So basic info they have. Then you have location, then they have their IP address. When you have the IP address of the phone, you have a much more understanding of much more data stored what a normal public won't understand. It's not only your name, age, detail, birthdays and all. It is much more than that. It is related to your search history, okay, as well as it keeps the track of suppose you have opened the option and what you are buying, have you added the cart, how long you are browsing it, what is the quantity, all has a certain factor, and everything for a user is stored somewhere in a form of in a well defined structured data, okay, and that's how. So some cases when you have option to you added the card, so from adding cards from 4 times 5 times, uh, no need for that smart intelligence of AI with the basic prediction algorithms only, not very high chat gpt you need like strong GPUs, and no, with the simple collected data with normal search algorithm, you can categorize. So initially what we did, we took a Bangalore, we categorize based on the society what the person is living. It can be high rise society, it can be your medium society, it can be individual houses, correct? We have categorized, as well as the people who are in tech park. So people who are in tech park, which is going to order is something which is predictable. If it is a late night, probably some snacks, wafers, and if your company is something which is magical, so I'm pretty sure if someone opens the data of Swiggy, Instamart, Zepto, and Blinkit at night shift, and if you see the search rate, there will be cases where people have ordered protections in the office because the stories are true. People do that, and the data supports that. Data will tell you if you ask the right question, and not a data analyst, but if you have a right question, have you have right prompt, and you can fetch the answer. So now February is coming up and offices are open. So offices which are open on late night, there is a possibility that from Instamart people can order items which is not, what do you say, which we order basically when we are in a flat, as well as there will be order of cold drink, there will be order of wafers, snacks, stationaries. Usually offices give, but few companies are so chindi they don't give, so some stationaries can also be ordered through that. And if women are also living, they can also order their personal hygiene related. So those, the entire spectrum is there, correct? So if any a store is open which is delivering that service to that particular tech park or a particular higher society, to a middle small scale society, smaller scale society, or individual houses. So in order to present that and what to show, we have enough data, public data available. I'm not saying whether we need a research, but public data is available. From there you can categorize it. And one thing is, you might have all seen that Android app Android app and an Apple. Blinkit is showing two different prices, Zepto is showing two different prices. Even in the same case, when you book a cab